How's it going? My name is Matt. I'm excited to show you this free training on exactly how to heal and awaken yourself to your authentic self. This is self-mastery through somatic embodiment, and in this video I'm going to break down exactly how to achieve this level of self-mastery so you can have a high quality of mental health and overall an amazing well-being. So let's jump right into it. So if you're somebody that's tired of feeling disconnected from your body and struggling with unresolved different pain points, maybe that's trauma, the inability to pay attention, this is going to be for you. And I understand that frustration when you have this longing for a holistic approach to address your pain and discomfort, whether that's emotional imbalances, unresolved trauma, stress, inability to focus, lack of self-awareness, longing for more as far as your purpose, low self-esteem, and any kind of self-limiting beliefs. This tool will change your life. I'm thrilled to introduce you to the transformative power of somatic embodiment and how this can be a key to unlock your true potential to your overall mental health and well-being. The true power is within. It's just understanding this relationship that you have between your mind and your body and understanding its language so you can have a better quality of life. So who is this for? If you're reading the screen, it's all about being disconnected, having imbalances, maybe being triggered. And over the years I discovered I helped a lot of individuals trapped in these cycles of physical and emotional distress. They looked for different therapies and different treatments, whether it's seeking a therapist, maybe it's through medications, and sometimes nothing seemed to address the root cause of their suffering until they discovered somatic embodiment. And this is a groundbreaking approach to understand this inseparable connection you have between your mind and your body and how to utilize this connection between the mind and the body to resolve any pain points that you may have to unlock this more fulfilling life. Because I know one thing for sure, life doesn't get easier, but it does get more exciting once you realize the work and once you understand the language of the body and how to use it in your life to incorporate it to actually achieve greater potential for yourself, greater satisfaction, and ultimately one thing that we're all chasing, which is happiness. And let me give you an example of how I helped my previous clients. So this is Jane, and she had a lot of self-limiting beliefs around her self-worth. She had a rough childhood that made her feel not good enough, no matter what area of life it was, whether it's just about her own self, her goals, her purpose, or at work. And we helped clarify how to overcome these self-limiting beliefs by changing her beliefs and reprogramming the subconscious mind so she has a better quality of life. And through somatic embodiment, she was able to discover this process to live fully embodied and stop telling herself that negative story of that she's not enough in every area of her life. And it was a key finding for her once she stopped generating her self-worth from external validation and started generating real self-worth internally. Just as another client, which she wanted more job satisfaction in her professional role as a leader, and she had a lot of self-doubts. She had issues with self-confidence, and this was a difficult time for her navigating her career. She was able to understand how she had self-limiting beliefs around her confidence, her value, her self-worth, and we're able to harness her awareness to notice these things. And then in person, once she had meetings or anything at work, she was able to be the person, embody the character that she wanted to be in that moment to have an overall better job satisfaction at work. Luke's another person where he had great self-awareness. He was meditating, journaling, he was aware of his thoughts, but he was just missing that 20% to realize how through somatic embodiment, he was able to understand the relationship he had between his physical being and his energy, where his energy was stagnating and what that told him about himself so he can ultimately achieve higher quality of life. So you might be wondering who I am, and I'll give a brief story about myself, my upbringing, and how I came to be the person I am today. So I was born in Poland. I was raised very religious, but through my grandma, I learned the power of faith through beliefs, and she introduced me to the power of energetics ultimately through her massage therapy. She had a mentor, which is a blind guy. She was able to massage people and heal them just through her hands. And let me give an example. There was a time where I opened up my palms like this, and she was able to sent energy through my fingertips where I felt numbness and tingling. And then I started realizing, wow, there's more to us just being physical beings. There must be more to us than just this 3D reality. I was raised by a father that was post-military, raised in communist times, and he gave me or instilled a lot of self-limiting beliefs in my life. Whether I'm not feeling worthy, not good enough, I was doubting myself, I was a procrastinator, and through the power of somatic embodiment, through the power of beliefs, I was able to notice my negative patterns that I have in my life, and I was able to change them versus just doing symptom management. As I continued my personal development journey, I went into nursing. I was an ICU nurse for over 7 years, and I realized how powerful the mind is. I realized where people are financially stressed out. Maybe it's a husband that has a wife that's pregnant, and he was able to come into the hospital only 30 years of age, with a atrial fibrillation, with a arrhythmia in the heart, just due to stress. And I'm like, wow, our emotions are so powerful. Literally, the emotions, the thoughts that are generated are able to change and convert a regular rhythm to a arrhythmia. Even to the point of having patients where their loved one passed away and they were able to generate broken heart syndrome, which is essentially heart failure, not due to any disease process, but simply through the power of your mind. And I'm like, wow, there's so much more to this. And then I started exploring my journey, my healings, and I stumbled across somatic embodiment when I started understanding this relationship that I have between the mind and the body, where we think that in the conventional way, the mind is just up here, these are our thoughts, but we're able to use this tool through somatic embodiment to understand the language, the thoughts that we're having, and how to change them consciously to improve our quality of life. Okay, so what exactly is somatic embodiment, and how can we use it to address our pain points? So soma comes from the ancient Greek word body, and somatic embodiment is essentially a holistic practice that recognizes our body as an essential gateway to healing and self-awareness. And later in this slide, I'll show you how masterful the mind is, where we might be unconscious of the thoughts that our body is generating, but through different techniques such as focusing on our breath, we're able to notice, so then we could pinpoint and treat the root cause of what is it that we're feeling as far as our physical sensation. So this is just the communication that we're learning and the connectivity between the body and the brain. And unlike conventional treatments that focuses just on symptom management, somatic embodiment dwells into the core of your pain, allowing you to release deep-seated tension, maybe that's trauma experiences or negative thought patterns. By cultivating this mindful relationship with your body, you can learn to tap into this healing and transformative power through somatics. And through somatic therapy, you're able to identify different blocks that are causing disharmony, that's causing dis-ease in your body. And when you're able to align to that connection of what your body and mind is telling you, you're able to function with greater ease and higher quality of life. So let me give you an example of how this looks. So we have this Venn diagram here, and one of the main functions we need to be fully embodied is awareness. And awareness is essentially focus and concentration. Through different techniques such as mindful meditation, you're able to harness this technique of awareness. It's almost like a muscle. The more you go to the gym and do the reps, the more your bicep, your chest area, your muscles going to grow. In this case too, you're able to gain awareness to understand what exactly is happening, and through different techniques, you're able to understand the relationship you have between your body and your mind. So your mind is your awareness, your consciousness, and we're using this awareness to also understand the signals from our body, what exactly is happening to us. And when we incorporate these two, we have the embodiment potential. We're able to live in the present moment with our awareness, understand the emotions that we have, the emotional feedback that we're getting from our emotions, and the ability to make better decisions based on what's happening in the present moment. Let me give you an example. This is going to be one technique that I help my clients through somatic embodiment, and you can use your breath as this technique to understand what is happening in the body. So let's do an example. Take a breath in. With your awareness, what is the quality of your breath? Is it deep or is it shallow? Are you breathing slow or rapid? Is it flowing effortless, or does the breath feel forced and restricted? Through this, you're able to use your awareness moment to moment to see how your body is internally responding to what's happening externally. And as you're using your breath, you're able to gain awareness of your internal states and the internal changes of what's happening. So what might happen is you might have a negative thought pattern, a reaction, which you might not even realize because it's happening in the subconscious level. But through using the awareness of your breath, you're able to notice changes in your breath, which might alert you to the feeling of, hey, I'm not present. Wow, I'm drifting away towards something negative in the moment. Perfect example. You're driving a car, maybe you had a bad accident a few weeks ago, you get behind the car and you're noticing your breath is getting constricted because you're feeling this anxiety of, again, your body has a programmed memory of what happened a few weeks ago, that car accident. And through breath, you're able to realize, okay, I'm not present right now, I'm not grounded, my nervous system is overreacting, and through breath, you can create internal safety and calm yourself down before it leads to something worse, such as a panic attack. Here's another example to understand how powerful the mind-body connection is and how somatic therapy helps. We have an example here of the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, and also the body, and how they're all interrelated. So we have the conscious mind here. Here's a great example to understand those two. Your conscious mind is something that you're able to feel through logical, rational thinking. This is your willpower, just as thoughts and programs of the subconscious mind has been installed consciously. Sometimes they can be uninstalled the same way through your conscious mind. So let's just say you are going about your day, you're using your consciousness, you are present, and you're going about your day and you feel things and you're noticing your body's connection of what's happening. Well, the subconscious mind is connected directly to your body, and whether you have different beliefs, emotions, your values, everything is happening in the subconscious mind. It's almost like a predetermined template of who you are, correct? And what happens with a lot of people is they have negative thought patterns that they haven't addressed for a long time. So what happens is their subconscious mind is constantly conscious mind is constantly giving feedback between the mind and the body. And also the body is giving feedback as well. And this is a bidirectional biofeedback loop. So some people have a thought and they think about this, like for example, I feel love, I feel happy. And their body responds with physical sensations, feelings, emotions of happiness, and the body is able to feel that. The subconscious mind is also connected where sometimes you think and you feel, but also you feel and you think. For example, somebody that's dealing with a self-limiting belief, let's just say you're experiencing doubt. Okay, you're going to be at work and you have a presentation due in 5 minutes, and your body is feeling anxious, right? Because the body and the subconscious mind are interconnected. So you have a belief that you don't feel good, you don't feel confident. That is generating doubt. Doubt is being felt through the subconscious mind through different physical sensations that we feel. We might feel tightness in the chest. Our breath might be restricted, it might be tense, it might be rigid. You might have butterflies in your stomach, right? Those feelings of anxiety. Your palms might be sweaty. And you're able to use that feedback from your body and understand the relationship and what's going on. Like, okay, wow, I'm feeling anxious. Okay, I just doubted myself. So through this relationship, you're able to use your body as a tool to calm yourself down, correct? Same thing, for example, with patients and clients that have trauma. I'm using patients because I'm used to working in the hospital. If you have a stored trauma that you experienced for a long time, this trauma is going to be stored in the body, which is the subconscious mind. And let's just say you're going about your day and you have panic attacks being in public, right? Well, you're going to be going about your day to the grocery store. You think everything's going to be okay. Then once you are in that experience in the environment of outside of your comfort zone, your body is feeling unsafe, your nervous system's going haywire, so now you're feeling physical sensations that are going to your mind and telling you, I feel unsafe. You notice that because your breath is tensed up, and then you start worrying and panicking. And this is how powerful the mind is, but also if we understand this relationship, we're able to heal ourselves, right? Just like trauma is stored and programmed in the subconscious mind, we're actually able to use our conscious mind to actually notice this, learn different somatic practices and techniques to calm ourselves, calm our nervous system down. One technique is simply breathing exercises, maybe journaling, meditation, to decrease those physical sensations. When you consciously tell yourself, I'm okay, when your body's saying, I'm not okay, you're reprogramming the subconscious mind little by little to start realizing that I am safe. And the power beliefs are a great example to help us understand how powerful this actually is, because the subconscious mind generates beliefs, right? Which is running 90% unconscious. We're not even realizing these. And these beliefs are so powerful because they're literally generating different emotions and feelings from the body to make us feel a specific way. And most people, when they don't realize this relationship, they're just being victims to their body, correct? When they're experiencing anxiety, they're not able to calm themselves down. They feel more anxious, and this creates a negative feedback loop of not knowing what to do, being uncertain of when that doubt is going to creep back in, maybe that panic attack, and this creates just a cascade of unhappiness, and you're not able to live the life that you want. So don't you want to break free from those negative thought patterns and live the life that you desire? So let me give you guys one more example of how powerful beliefs are and how powerful somatic embodiment is, and how powerful using your body as a tool is to really to create the life that you desire. So most people in Western medicine, they have physical symptoms. Maybe you have something going on in your stomach. We do blood tests. We figure out what organs are being affected, and we try to heal ourselves through that. And recently in science, we're realizing that genes and proteins upregulate, turn on and off, called epigenetics, and that genes based on our environment are directly impacting our organs, our body, and what's happening, right? You are the product of your environment. If you're eating bad food, you're not exercising, you are turning bad genes on, good genes off, that are going to create physical diseases that are going to manifest, such as diabetes or heart disease. So we know that genes based on our environment are powerful. Eastern medicine also says that yes, all this is so powerful, but we have energy pathways. Chinese medicine calls them meridian points that dictate what genes turn on and off, how this affects your organs, because they know that emotions stagnate in different body parts. That's something that I go more in depth about somatic embodiment, and that affect you on every single level, correct? Let me give you an example in medicine. If you have somebody that has anxiety, that anxiety gets manifested in the stomach usually. That energy, if you don't express it, gets suppressed and depressed. And some patients develop Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, even to the point where their anxiety could be so severe and debilitating where they even get a colostomy, meaning a bag that goes externally out of you to collect your stool, because your digestive system has been so disrupted by these energy pathways. And what I've realized through my teachings, through my understanding, is how powerful the subconscious mind is, where beliefs have been installed through you through childhood, based on how long you've been around in life. Well, let's just say your mother abandoned you in a sense. Maybe she never gave you positive feedback. It was always very debilitating, always being your own worst critic in a sense. Well, these beliefs start affecting our thoughts and emotions, because we think that thoughts are just there, but beliefs act as a template that filter out these emotions, these thoughts, and then they create different energy pathways that start affecting us. And through what I teach people is that you can use beliefs, which is using somatic embodiment as a tool to start noticing what stories you are telling yourself, to start disconnecting yourself from these emotions, so you can start noticing what stories you're telling yourself. If you're able to separate yourself from the emotion of anxiety and be like, okay, I'm still safe and okay, and then notice what story your mind is telling you, which is a subconscious mind, you're going to be able to catch that belief. And these beliefs are so powerful because, as you know, they are on top of the pyramid here. Little by little, through somatic embodiment, through what I go in depth with my clients through coaching, we're able to take apart this belief and reinstall a new belief through the subconscious reprogramming, so you can have a belief that you want to be aligned with. For example, if you're struggling with self-doubt, we're going to install the belief of feeling confident, having beautiful self-esteem. Whenever that negative belief comes up, because it's still going to be there in subconscious mind, we're going to be able to use our mind consciously, which we talked about, to install the new beliefs so that we can reprogram the subconscious mind and ultimately reprogramming the body and what it's telling us, the physical sensations. When we're able to reprogram our body, we're not going to generate these same feelings that are polluting our thoughts and our emotions. We're going to have new feelings, new sensations, and ultimately that's going to create a new quality of life for you. So you may be wondering, how do you embark on this journey of transformation and through somatic embodiment? And this is where I come in as a somatic embodiment coach with years of experience. I'm dedicating to helping, guiding you through this process. We can have each session tailored to your unique needs and goals. And I also have a whole membership section for any client that signs up. They're able to self-pace themselves and understand steps by steps of what does it take to become fully embodied. And here's an example of the foundations. What does it mean to live fully embodied? What do you have to do? How do you practice safety in your body when your body's screaming, I am nervous, I am uncomfortable, please save me, right? Learning that relationship. If you're someone that's constantly struggling with low states of energy, you might be wondering, how do I fix my energy? How do I feel revitalized so I can have the better quality of life? Well, you need to understand your energy leaks. Where do you have negative patterns that you're constantly pouring your attention and energy to that's draining your life force? So through somatic embodiment, I take my clients step by step, lay out the foundation, whether you're struggling with chronic tension, emotional pain, and you're just needing a deeper connection with yourself. I'm here to support you along the way in any way that I can. Honestly, from everybody I talk to, including myself, once you unlock this language of your mind and body, the path is going to be transformative. You're going to have a more fulfilling, joyful life. And I hope that you have time to embark on this journey of learning somatic embodiment. It is honestly an amazing journey. I hope this free training was somewhat useful. You pulled apart some information, and these are the first full steps to start learning how to have a powerful approach to addressing any pain point that you want in your life to really transform. So if you're ready and you're like, wow, I want more, how do I get this started? You could scan this QR code, or you could check out the links on my profile, and we could get on a free call. Let's get on a consultation call. I want to find out who you are, your challenges, what have you tried in the past, and to see how we need to craft your journey to start becoming the person that you want to be. What are your pain points? What are the blocks that you're experiencing? I even go over the chakra system. I'm able to read your body's energy, understand that data, and see what blockages we have to unlock to align to the life that you desire. So if you're somebody that's ready, I'm looking for somebody that's ready for change. So if you're an action taker, if you have a desire to want more and you're willing to invest in prioritizing yourself, this is for you. I guarantee you this journey, you're going to have boundless potential that lies within you. It's already there. You just have to learn how to embody your body, to learn how to be joyful within yourself and your well-being. So just like Carl Jung says, you have to embrace and integrate that shadow side. Whatever you want, on the other side, you have to go through the pain. And to heal the pain and go through that is to go within and to master yourself. And then once you master yourself, you can be able to overcome anything that you want. So thank you for your time. If you want to rewrite the script to the narrative that you currently have, the life that you might not have, be the most happy about, you're trying to figure out, how do I go about this? Well, if we change the quality of your thoughts, we're going to change the quality of your life. And that starts with learning to embody your body, learning to change your beliefs consciously, and start writing the story that you want for yourself. Thank you for your time. I want to help you to rewrite that script, to change the story that you have told yourself. Whatever trauma, whatever pain points you have, bring those to me. We're going to realign the quality of your thoughts so you can have a better quality of life. And I guarantee you, once you unlock this relationship you have between your mind and body, you will unlock potential that's boundless, that's limitless, that lies within you. And I'm excited to share you tools how to get that done. So I hope you book a call with me, and I hope I see you again on another call. And I'm excited to take your life to the next level. Peace, guys. Have an amazing day.